Hi, my name is Bekah. Welcome to my video series, Everyday English, Every Day. Here we have authentic conversations with real people so you can practice your English skills. You need to be consistent when learning English, so be sure to find at least 10 minutes a day to practice. Okay, so today we're talking about racial equity. We're going to listen to a conversation I had with my friend Liz. We're going to talk about what is white privilege, and also look at the word mindset for a little more. Now, Liz is an old friend of mine. We grew up together in Connecticut in the United States, and she works in education, and she works hard for racial equity. It's really important, so we're going to learn a little more about this. Now, during our conversation, I want you to pick out these phrases. These are the phrases I want you to practice. So remember, we're going to practice together right now. You're going to repeat after me, but it's also a good idea to find them in the video, pause the video, and repeat them again. Okay. Racial equity. Look at. Benefit from. Design those systems to benefit us. The detriment of other people, to perpetuate those systems, digging deeper, what role that has played. Okay, let's listen to our conversation together.
I would say probably like maybe the last 5 years, I started to do a lot more like reading and learning.
Did that have to do with your job, or like what was that part that you kind of...
I mean, some of it was just like my own, like, you know, for class and like my own teaching. I was doing more reading and like looking at more sources and learning more. And then like as a school district, we started to talk about equity and especially racial equity. And so like really we started to look at like as a system.
So talk to me, what is racial equity? How would you define that?
Well, so I think it's about making sure that every student, if I'm thinking about it as a school, making sure that every student has access and opportunity to the same curriculum,
everything, curriculum, yeah, the
affirmation, you know, whatever. And I think like
same situation.
Yeah, and I think as now, like now I'm at the point where like it's like I say we as white people have to really think about the way in which we benefit from the systems that are in place and how we have designed those systems to benefit us to the detriment of other people. And so like, what are the decisions I make every day or the actions that I take every day, and how do those perpetuate those systems, and like trying to recognize that and then trying to act a different way so that I'm not perpetuating those systems. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that is very important.
So it's just been like a lot of, and then like it's, so like as I read more and I hear more and I learn more, like I'm just sort of digging deeper into that. I don't even want to say topic, that like mindset maybe, and doing a lot more like critical thinking about like my own life and my own privilege and what role that has played, what role it continues to play, and how can I use it to, you know, sort of break down that privilege really.
Right. Okay, so let's look at some of these things a little more. Okay, so racial equity. So Liz says she's talking about in the school setting. Racial equity is making sure every student has access and opportunity to the same curriculum and affirmations. So the curriculum is what they're studying. And the affirmations is like how you affirm someone, right? How you treat people. If you're being affirmative and helping someone, you're encouraging them instead of being against them. Now, she says, white people have to think about the way in which we benefit from the systems that are in place and how we designed those systems to benefit us to the detriment of other people. So when we benefit from something, we're getting something good, right? But the problem here is we've created systems that are benefiting white people, and it's towards the detriment of other people. So that's really the disadvantage, the damage, the harm to others, right? This is the idea of white privilege. Now, when we talk about white privilege, we can say it's a mindset. To be white isn't a color, it's an attitude. It's the idea that the world belongs to me and people that look and think like me. So all privilege is directly and indirectly related to power, economic power. Whites have power, economic and otherwise. Therefore, they can define standards of beauty, cultural norms, and make decisions. So this power is enabling white people to put themselves first all the time, right? Standards of beauty, showing what is beautiful. Cultural norms, things that are acceptable in society as a culture. Now, when we perpetuate something, it's to cause something to continue. So Liz says, what are the decisions I make every day or the actions that I take every day? And how do those perpetuate those systems? Okay, so how do they keep those systems hurting others, right? Damaging others. So what Liz says is, I'm trying to recognize that and then trying to act a different way so that I'm not perpetuating those systems. When you recognize something, you realize it, you see it, right? So she's trying to be aware so that she can make changes, so she can not be doing these same things over and over again. To play a role in something. Now, when we play a role in something, it's like if something or someone plays a role in a situation, they are involved in it or part of it. So maybe about two people, I can say they played a vital role in their community. They were an important part of their community. Liz says, to do a lot more critical thinking about my own life and my own privilege and what role that has played, what role it continues to play, and how can I use it to sort of break down that privilege. So when you're critically thinking about something, you're really thinking about it, right? You're really getting deep into it. And she wants to figure out, what has my privilege done for me? What opportunities has it given me? And she's doing this because the end game is to break down that privilege, to work against it. When something breaks down, it kind of like disintegrates, right? So the idea is to get rid of that idea of privilege. All right, so when we talk about mindset, mindset is the established set of attitudes held by someone. Liz said, as I read more and I hear more and I learn more, I'm just digging deeper into that. I don't want to say even topic, that mindset. So she's not talking about white privilege and racial equity, right? Or white privilege really in this case, as a topic. It's really something that's just ingrained in white people from their childhood. All right, remember, mindset is like the idea of a psychology, an attitude, right? A mental makeup. All right, guys, I think this is an important topic, and this is part 1, and we will be continuing with part 2 next week. So if you like my video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Monday. Feel free to comment below and ask me questions. And if you want to contact me, you can send me an email here. I hope you have a beautiful day and keep on practicing. Bye-bye, guys.